3 feet, but he doesn't go, he doesn't catch the air like the other butterflies.
Hello. Hello, you beautiful thing. Yes, he says that you're so lovely and that he's not used to humans being so nice to be around, even though you're the only human he would have seen. But I guess it's like there's some sort of genetic understanding that you have to stay away from humans a bit. Let's see if we can. What I'm doing is I'm just sending some light energy into his body and that like kind of that midsection of him, and where the wing connects to the body is what it feels to me there's a bit of a problem. So hold on for me just a moment. And when you have these butterflies that are born on your deck and then they fly away, right? Do they come back?
I believe that some do because I have milkweed up here, right? So monarchs are just totally drawn to milkweed. And
Mhm.
I literally walk the dogs and I have butterflies that like come on my face that will land on me sometimes. So I feel like there's like some of them know.
Yeah. And then isn't it right that you want to get the pink and white milkweed, that the other milkweed is not good for them?
Okay, so I just want that is not a true statement.
Okay.
I have tropical and I have native. And the
Uh-huh.
butterflies, I have tropicals downstairs that are thriving that no one is eating. And the native ones that no one's eating, and I have tropical that are shredded to sticks. And
Really?
because the tropical have a little bit of medicinal in them, so I think the
Mhm.
butterflies are like, oh, I want a tropical drink, right? So they're a little more exciting than just like the plain ones. And the big knock on the tropical is that they don't die in the winter. So like 30% of monarchs have this parasite. It's called OE and it's in the scales on their wings. And so when the butterfly lays eggs or they flip around on the plants, they drop this parasite on the leaves. When the caterpillars ingest it, if they ingest too much, they're born deformed. So native milkweed dies off in the winter, so it all starts again. So tropical is fine. You just have to cut it back in the winter. And I have not had one butterfly born with OE this summer. And I'll bleach the eggs when I collect them. So if there's any on there. So it's gotten kind of a bad rap, in my opinion. Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, so it's and this tropical milkweed is native to northern Mexico. So I don't really feel like northern Mexico and Southern California are that different.
Yeah.
So and I cut it all back so they all migrate. Like we have no butterflies in the winter. Everyone goes.
Well, let's name this butterfly who may live with you for a little bit longer, right?
Okay,
So
well, so I named him Jack. Does he like that name? Because Jack
Well,
was the one that found him, and so he was like a spirit. Hi, Shiloh. That's a butterfly.
yeah.
Does he
Hi,
like being
Olive.
Jack?
Hi.
Does
Hi.
he want something a little stronger?
I think Jack's okay if that's what you want to call him.
He could be like Sir Lancelot or something very glorious.
How about that? I like that
All
better.
right, Sir Lancelot, you got it.
Sir Lancelot. All right, let me talk to the butterfly just for a moment, see what else we can get from the butterfly, okay?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the whatever you're doing with the water is working. He thinks there's something else that you can do. I don't know what that is, and sorry to be vague, but he said there's something else medicinally that you can do, but he does not feel, uh, and he lights up with the Lancelot name, does not feel that that it's gonna make him fly. So I still am working energetically, sending in his guides, some guides of my own, and light therapy to kind of see if we can't improve it. But he quite likes the little area that he's in, and although he doesn't want the cats right next to him, he's also not afraid of the cats. So I think I'm just gonna work on telling the cats to just stay away from him a bit, give him his space, and to be very gentle and not to go near him. And he thinks that you are a fairy. He says you have fairy energy. Do you feel that you have fairy energy?
Oh, maybe. I could see that.
Yeah, I think that that's very likely. Aren't you wonderful? Are you proud of yourself? Do you have a message from the monarchs for us? Yeah, he just said everybody needs to be planting everything that they can, um, wherever they can, in pots, in windowsills, if they don't have outdoors or only a patio like you have there. And milkweed is wonderful for them, but he said not only for us, but also the birds need as much. I'm seeing salvia. He's not talking, he's giving me pictures, right? So salvia and lavender and um, nectar producing things. And he said he's worried about fire. And I think that there have been fires today. Yeah. Or
Yeah,
yes.
there's so many fires in California. Oh my God,
And
it's
he
awful.
said everyone if you want to. Yeah. So the message is to, like, everyone needs to do what they can, even though corporations and governments are not doing what they can.
Mhm.
Um, small efforts from everyone will add up so that we might still have a good environment or a possible environment in what I see to be 50 years.
I totally believe that. That's it's one of the things I feel like my interest within the monarchs is like I have people come over with their kids
Mhm.
and they are very excited about it. And I'm like, because like that's the generation that's gonna save it. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
And so I'm like, if you understand like why monarchs are important and why pollinators are important, like you'll have a food source, you know, you won't just be eating something that was created in a lab.
Hey,
Right.
hey there,
So
Mr. Kitty or Miss
hey
Kitty.
Shiloh.
Shiloh, I
Right.
told you to leave the butterfly alone.
Okay, I'm so cute.
Okay. All right. So now let's do the work on you when you're ready.